I spy with my little, I know that's going away.
Yeah.
I know it's going to disappear. And if he says it 1,000 times a trip, just let him say it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Family's important. It really is. All right. All right. We talk about family. You know, what are the, you know, if you could give advice to men your age, how old are you, Joe?
Be 48 to 25th October.
Okay, 48. If you could give a man 38 years old out there, if you could give advice to him, and see, I think advice comes from experience, good and bad.
Right.
Okay? What advice could you give him?
A man with a family. You know, I mean, the world's made it to where things are so expensive nowadays. People have to work so much just to keep their bills paid.
Right.
And I understand that, man and woman. You know, a lot of women work the same way a man does now, work just as hard, as many hours. But, you know, spend time with the kids, with your kids. Spend, you know, slow down and listen to them, and you know, look around you and take the moment in, and take the world in around you as you're spending time with them and doing things with them. I rush through life. I always had the motto, you know, why stop and smell the roses when you can drive through them? Just everything in a mad, hammered dash all the time. And I regret that, a lot of it. I wished I would have slowed down and took more time for the things that really, really meant something to you in life.
Yeah. You know,
that would be my advice to him.
I think what happens, you know, I listened to a guy one time, and I was listening to a series about family, and he said what we do is get confused about quality versus quantity. And kids are concerned more about the quantity of time. We know it's like a vacation, okay? I know we look, a guy one time I listened to him talk about going to his kids took them to Hawaii on thousands of dollars of vacation.
Right.
One thing that happened over there, somebody let off some fireworks in a parking lot. And when they got back home, all they talked about was that little old fireworks display in the parking lot.
Right.
And he said, we spent money doing this and on a helicopter and this on this and this on this, but that little thing there,
simple thing.
So spending the time, I think, you know what I mean?
And they'll remember it.
Exactly.
Your kids will remember it.
And it gets bigger.
Right.
Little things to them become bigger the farther they get back from them.
Exactly. Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, but I think that time, take, like you're saying, take time, and really take time, and don't let other things that are going to. And I taught on this one time. I showed the church. I said beside the church there was a house down there where I pastored at, and the town come in and it was a ragged old house. They tore it out and cleaned it all out and cleaned the lot up. And I said, you know, that house out there, somebody gave hours and hours of their life to pay for that house.
Right.
And it's gone.
Right. Yep.
That stuff is gone.
Meant a lot to them at one time. It was everything to them.
Yeah.
And now it's, you know, when people pass away, you know, homes, farms, somebody else owns them that, and your family, people's families not even own them anymore. They just turn it over, turn hands.
Right.
Yes, don't get caught up in the material things. And I think this world is designed, and everything around us is designed to keep our minds in that kind of set, to go, 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 go. You know, there's so much fun here. We need to buy this. You got to have this. You need this. Just, I've kind of trained myself in the last 6-7 years to just stop. You got to stop and just realize, number one, you're blessed. Number two, if your kids are healthy and, you know, you're beyond blessed, just slow down and take it in, you know. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that's, and I think, you know, I went too much early on, and, you know, Janice and I were early on in marriage, we pass each other on the road going home with a babysitter at the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We went too long and too much, and but I mean, by the grace and mercy of the Lord, the kids made it.
Right.
But I mean, it really, I don't know.
Yep.
It's a big thing. Well, let's talk about work.
Okay.
All right. Now we're talking about working too much, not working enough, not doing this, and working. So what do you do really? What do you do?